love about Al's coffee. It's always so hot, so piping hot.
Whoa. You want to scald me to death?
Death would be too good for you, Craig. Permanent disfigurement would be good.
Oh, my. The fury of Carly Tenney's night.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, yes, I do. Barbara's gotten wise to your plans to take the keys to her kingdom, and that she wants you and your new buddy partner, her son, roasting on open spit. Am I close? Come on. Hey.
Any sign of your brother?
He said he'd be back in later this afternoon. Is everything okay?
No, Torben flew in from London to do this photo shoot, and I can't do it. I can't reschedule it because he has to be in Paris tomorrow.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I am double booked. I have the interview with the fashion editor from Elle. I'm gonna have to cancel it.
No, Mom, no, you won't. I can handle Darla.
Jennifer, she can be pretty tough.
I'm sure Jennifer can handle it with her hands tied behind her back, but it might make more sense to reschedule.
You know what?
For
I don't
sometime
think anyone ever asked for your opinion.
I'm just trying to help. It's your call, of course.
As a matter of fact, yes, it is. Mother, I know everything there is to know about the new design line. I did the press releases, and I know everything about the new teen line and your history and future. And...
Okay, I have an idea. I want you both to do this interview. Maybe you both can learn a thing or two.
Hey, did you hear about the tape you made at Yo's?
Is Tom gonna use it?
Well, how can he not use it? I mean, it's... Clark put drugs in Allie's drink. I mean, it's gotta be Exhibit A or something, right?
Yeah.
Allison, Chris, wow, you look great.
Thanks.
Hey, Chris.
What's going on?
Nothing, we just got here.
Has anyone seen Tom? He wanted to go over some last minute stuff with me.
No, we haven't seen him yet.
Did you get a chance to talk to Lucy again?
Last night, Lucy made it pretty clear that she doesn't want me talking to her about anything. Ever again.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she'll change her mind after we take Clark down.
Don't count on that, sweetheart.
I'm not your sweetheart.
If that's the story you want to tell your friends, well, that's all right by me.
You know what? Why don't you get inside before you get yourself hurt?
You're not threatening my client, are you? Tom, it's a lively crowd you have today. See you inside.
What's it say?
It's a motion to suppress some evidence.
What evidence? Videotape?
No, but they can't. That's everything.
That's the best proof we've got to put that guy behind bars.
What are we gonna do?
We hope for the best.
Hi, darling. How you doing? How you feeling today?
Fine. Why?
Well, I was just wondering, today is the start of Clark's trial, and you're not a witness, I know, but I was wondering if you were going to attend.
Hadn't planned on it.
I see.
I can read about it in the newspapers just like anyone else.
Sweetheart, I wouldn't expect you to go by yourself, of course, but if you wanted me to go with you, that can be arranged.
No, it's okay, really. Thanks.
All right.
Oh, it's a beautiful day out there, isn't it?
Wow, merry sunshine. I thought you were upstairs in your room.
No, I got up early. I took a nice long walk. Had a hearty breakfast. So what'd I miss?
I'll catch up with you guys later. I'm just gonna go study in my room.
What did I say?
Well, honey, this is a fraught day. You know, this is the first day of the date rape trial for the boy that was trying to mess around with Lucy. Surely you've heard about that? Have you heard about it?
Oh,
Aaron's friends were involved.
I know.
Aaron.
I just didn't realize this trial started so quickly.
I don't know.
Yes, I've been out of it for a while, but that is going to change.
Oh, is that because of the epiphany last night in Chicago?
I know it sounds strange, but I feel better than I have in a very long time. Like everything is possible. I slept better last night than I have in ages.
Isn't that odd? Isn't it odd, since you didn't sleep in your own home or in your own bed?
That is also about to change.
Today, I show Holden that everything is going back to normal.
I asked you to stay at Lucinda's.
I know. But this is where I live. Everyone that I love the most in the world lives here. You and my children. This is where I belong. Aren't you going to let me in? What, I have to jump through flaming hoops to prove that I'm worthy to enter my own home?
No, Lily, you don't have to jump through hoops. But I cannot let you inside.
Leave me alone. Gee, come on.
Are you completely out of your...
I warned you. I told you I was going to tell Barbara what you and Paul were doing behind her back.
We're not doing anything behind anyone's back.
Right. And now Barbara's happily on the warpath.
Now, you know very well the connection she has in the fashion industry. She's going to try to sabotage everything I do. How could you?
Easy, I just reported what I witnessed.
No, you didn't witness anything because there was nothing to witness. And the very idea that you would go to your ex-wife from hell who wants you dead and tell her anything, much less a pack of lies about me and Paul it's outrageous to me.
You're glowing again.
What?
It happens when you lie. The telltale flush.
I am not lying.
Did Paul Ryan offer you your own line? Nice, pretty title? Like chief designer?
I thought we were friends.
So did I. I thought you were loyal to your sister. Yet she leaves town and you partner right up with the spoiled brat who's responsible.
No, Paul's not responsible for Rosanna leaving town. You are. Not Annabelle Fettel, not Paul.
I know what I did. And I know what he's trying to do. Huh? So, Carly, as they say in one of the old countries, the friend of my enemy is my enemy. Ergo, you buddy up with Paul Ryan, you are my enemy.
I really thought that I was doing the right thing this time. That I was finally going to be one of the good guys, you know?
Allie, you have been, okay? You've been incredibly brave.
Okay, then why does nothing ever pay off?
Look, you don't know that. All right, Tom is in there arguing right now to keep that videotape in evidence. All right, nobody knows what's going to happen.
Okay, just wait, you'll see.
Look, Allie, whatever happens, just remember that you're not alone anymore. Okay, whatever happens today, you and I will work through it together. From now on, you and I will work through everything together.
Maybe my luck's changing after all.
Hey, how'd it go in there?
Not well. The videotape has been suppressed.
What does that mean?
Some people would say it means we have no case.
You have every right to question this epiphany, as my mother calls it, that I have had. But I'm telling you that I have turned a corner and I'm ready to come home. I need my family.
What about therapy?
What about it? I need to come home. I need to get back into a routine with my kids. That's all the medicine that I need.
Lily.
I know I put you through hell, and I will spend the rest of my life making it up to you. I mean, this foundation for Rose, it's a great idea. It is. Dusty and I will do wonderful things. We'll help a lot of people, and we'll keep Rose's memory alive. And if I don't go inside really soon, my lips are going to freeze off, so... You weren't serious about not letting me in. Were you? What happened here? It looks like a toy chest blew up or something.
That's okay. You can just leave everything where it is. I'll pick it up later.
I don't mind. It's amazing, the things that you miss when you're away. Like putting your toys away or listening to Natalie sing her lungs out. Come to think of it, it's like a library in here. Where is everybody?
Kids are fine.
Luke's at school. Where's Faith? And Natalie's out. Are they at Emma's?
Lily, we need to talk.
Okay. Well, we have the whole afternoon and no children, so I'll make some coffee.
No. We are not going to sit here and pretend that everything is back to normal again. Nothing is normal anymore. And I cannot let you stay here.
Mom, you said that Jordan wouldn't interfere in anything that I was doing.
Honey, he won't. He's helping. We're all in this together. Now make me proud. Okay?
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
You know what, Jordan? I think I'll take a glass as well, with a sliver of lemon. Thanks. Shall we begin? Do you have any questions before I give you a preview of our new line?
When will we be seeing the face of Barbara Ryan Originals on the runway again?
Oh, that was in another life. I'm working behind the scenes now.
Really? And how are you finding life outside the spotlight?
My brother and I love working for our mother. And wait until you see her new line for spring 2005 and the new junior line that she started.
Oh my God, tell me everything.
Everything is a relative term, Darla. We have to reserve a few surprises for our buying public. But I'm sure you have your ways of making us talk. Just take it easy on the new guy, okay?
You seem quite at home already, Mr. St. Clair. Where did Barbara find you?
I ask myself that question every hour on the hour.
We're going to give you first looks at Barbara's hottest design for 2005. You might want to refill on that water. These clothes sizzle.
He is priceless.
You think so? Make me an offer. Oh, yes, Jordan is a real piece of work.
So I'm your enemy now?
Why not? You've lost everyone else.
Look, I know you're in a lot of pain, Craig.
And I know that you are obviously too ambitious to hear the truth about Paul Wright.
And so you thought the way to wake me up was to what? Try to flush my career down the toilet?
Your career is not trying to take Barbara Ryan's away, especially if her manic-depressive son is pulling the strings.
I know that you hate him.
No. He is just a hypocrite who can't be trusted. Okay?
So are you?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And I was being nice about Paul Ryan. He is a paranoid schizophrenic who will sell you up the river in a minute. Okay? You don't believe me? Ask Molly.
What does Molly have to do with it?
I confided in Molly that there might be some kind of a problem with Cabot's adoption. And she went right around and told Paul.
Why would she do that?
Who knows? Who knows? She's a lonely heart. Who knows? But I do know that he went anonymously straight to the Canadian cops. Not Rosanna, not me, not you. And said there might be the possibility of a problem with this adoption. okay? And before I could straighten out the mess, Cabot was gone, Rosanna was gone, and Lucy was gone.
How do you know that Molly told Paul?
She confessed. What? Ask her yourself.
Okay, I'm leaving. This conversation is now over.
I'm
And
just trying
please
to help
do
you.
me a favor, okay? And just keep your nose out of my business from now on.
I will if you stay away from Paul Ryan. Okay? I'm just trying to help you here, Carly. You'll learn. I'll learn. Just take some time.
Good afternoon, Metro.
It's Craig. Your cousin's on the way over.
To do what?
She wants to ask you what you know about Paul Ryan talking to the Canadian cops about Cabot's adoption.
I told you to leave me out of this, Greg.
You started it. You just tell her everything you know.
You don't seriously mean that we have no case, do you?
Without the videotape, what we have is Allison's word against Clark's, and it comes down to who the judge finds more credible.
You don't understand. It wasn't my fault. Clark drugged my drink and the olives. He did. Why don't you believe me? No, he attacked me. I was drugged. I swear he did it. He really did it.
Look, Allie, we know that he did it.
We believe you, Allison.
Are you okay? Maybe I can find some place for you to lay down.
No, I'm okay. I'm all right.
You can call Jack and Chris to the stand, right? They can testify that when they got to the motel, Clark was all over Allison.
Yeah, I mean, they both saw her trying to fight him off. I mean, they can tell she was drugged.
And Clark's attorney could find someone to testify that Allison was impaired because she was already drunk when she got to the bar. As for Chris's testimony, he could be characterized as the jilted lover just trying to save face. Look, I have subpoenaed the bartender. Who knows if he will show? He may be in fear of losing his own job. Has anybody seen him yet?
No.
Well, are you going somewhere?
Since the so-called evidence was suppressed, I assumed your young lady would make the wise decision and drop the charges. Say the word, Miss Stewart. We can put this unfortunate misunderstanding behind us.
He's right, Allison. It's up to you. So what do you want to do?
I know that you feel that you've been at the end of your rope. A lot of us have been feeling a lot of anger, but this isn't the end of the world. We can work through this.
You want to work things through?
Yeah.
Now? I have tried for months to get you to open up. I have tried to think of everything possible to get through to you.
Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't do it fast enough.
So what? You're cured? Everything's fine now?
You think I can't change that fast?
I think that you're way beyond the do-it-yourself process. I think that you need professional help.
I need love and support from my husband. I need to have my children's arms around me. Where are they?
I think what we need to do is call Dr. Michaels and get her input. I know you want to get better.
I'm going to ask you one more time. Where have you taken my children?
Your children think that you have gone to Deerbrook Hospital. And if you want to see them again, I suggest that you check in, just like you said you were going to do.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Lucy, you have a chance here to stop something really bad from happening. I just hope you can find a way to live with yourself if you don't.
Did you come by to discuss anything in particular, Carly? Because you and I both know you just came by to get something out of me, so you might as well tell me what it is.
Threatening to keep me from seeing the children unless I check myself into a mental institution?
Don't call it that.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did they say? Intensive therapy in a private setting and spa facilities, no less.
Lily, you lie to me. You lie to the kids. You run off like you're some sort of fugitive, and now you're trying to tell me that you're okay?
I am a grown woman. I didn't run away to Chicago.
What about the lies? How do you explain them?
I'm sorry that I had to do that, but I just had to.
Seeing Dusty was more important than keeping your word?
The more I thought about that hospital, the more afraid I was. I was considering doing it because I know things have been difficult for you and the children, and I felt guilty. But that's not why you check yourself into a hospital. You don't do it for somebody else. You do it because you know it's right in your heart. But instinctively, I knew it wasn't the only way.
Running off to Dusty was an instinct? Just like you instinctively ran off that night to Atlantic City and forgot to leave a note? Or when you went into the pond to try and commune with Rose?
No, that's not fair.
You almost left your children motherless. How fair is that? How fair is it when you went on live TV with your baby? Or when you woke the kids up in the middle of the night and took them to see that psychic?
You know, you try losing somebody that you love, who meant so much to you, and see how you feel. See if every decision that you make in your life at that moment is perfect.
I know exactly what it feels like. Because I have lost you. And I have tried everything that I possibly could think of to get you to come back to me.
I messed up. I know that. But don't I get a chance to make a few mistakes? I'm telling you, Holden, I am better now. You have my word.
At this point, your word doesn't mean what it used to. You need help.
I need my children. And they need me. What do you think you're doing? You think you're helping them by kicking their mother out of her own home?
Lily, your children think that you checked in to Deerbrook Hospital. I suggest that you gather everything that you need and do what it is you said you were going to do. I'm sorry, but that's the way that it has to be. For everyone's sake.
Hey, cuz. Well, welcome, stranger. What brings you by?
Honestly?
Yes. You wouldn't lie to your favorite cousin, would you?
Oh, of course not. I came by to see how you're doing.
Really? That's it? Just to see how I'm doing. Well, let's see. Where shall I begin? Still living in a hotel. Without my children. No man in my life. But you know what? It makes things less complicated. You know, no friends to take up my spare time or ask demands. And, you know, enough about me. What about you? How the heck is your life going? It must be busy, right? I mean, the kids, the husband, everything like that.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry that I've been out of touch lately. Believe it or not, I'm designing again.
It's great you always find time for the important things.
I've only been at it a couple of weeks now, but I pick up a pencil and it's like my hands have a mind of their own.
Working for anyone I know?
No, I'm gonna launch my own company.
That takes a lot of money. How are you gonna swing that?
I have a backer.
Let me guess. Rosanna to the rescue.
Something like that, yeah. Out of the blue, she handed me a blank check.
You know, I remember once upon a time, Carly, you would have checked a gift like that to make sure there was no strings attached, no ulterior motives involved. You know, it's really quite amazing the warmth that's happened between the two of you.
It is. It's amazing the little forgiveness and time can do.
I bet she's called you every day since she's been gone. Make sure you're spending her money wisely, just calling to see what Craig's been up to.
No, the opposite, actually. She was devastated after Cabot. I'm sure I don't need to tell you what it feels like to have to give up a child.
No, you don't.
Must have killed her. And not just that she had to give him up, but that she was lied to. Sometimes it's very hard to know who to trust.
Did you come by to discuss anything in particular, Carly? Because you and I both know you just came by to get something out of me, so you might as well tell me what it is.
So if I don't testify against Clark, this whole thing goes away?
Like it never happened. Just put this unpleasantness behind us.
Unpleasant? Your client tried to rape at least 2 other girls that we know of, and then he tried to rape me. I'm gonna testify.
No one's gonna believe a word out of your lying mouth.
Allison, are you sure you can go through with this?
Look, Tom, what if she changes her mind?
She's within her rights. As you can see, Allison, Mr. Hawk will do anything he needs to do to vilify you.
Oh, yeah, he's a real prince.
Look, Allie, if you want to step down, just tell Tom now.
No, I don't want Clark to walk.
Without your testimony, he will. If another victim had come forward to corroborate your story, we'd be in a different place. But right now, all we have, Allison, is you.
The courtroom's now open for all those present for Oakdale versus Clark Watson.
I'll run over to Yo's and find out what's holding up that bartender.
Yeah, you know what? I've got to run too. I've got to take care of some things.
You guys can't leave now.
We'll be back.
Where are you going?
To make sure you're not left twisting in the wind. Lucy, please don't close the door until you hear what I have to say.
I thought I made it clear the last time we spoke.
You did, okay? And we're through. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with that, but I can accept that.
Good.
Lucy, please. I'm not here to patch things up, I swear. I know that's not happening.
Well, then you'd only be here for one other reason, and you already know what my answer is.
Yeah, and that answer I can't accept.
I gave you my reasons. Okay? I'm not gonna repeat them.
Good, because anytime you have to come with me to testify against Clark, you have to do that right now.
Can't change my mind about testifying. It would be too humiliating.
You have nothing to be ashamed of, Luce. This man hurt you, and he's a danger to all women, and you can help stop it.
When will you get it through your head? I don't need you to rescue me.
I'm not here because of you, Luce. I'm here because of Allison. She helped you out when you needed it, and this is your chance to help her.
I can't just pop in and see what my cuz is up to.
Sure you could. You just don't. You don't care what I'm up to, Carly. You just came by to get something out of me.
No.
Yes,
that's not
yes.
true.
Craig called me, Carly, and warned me that you would be popping it.
Well, that figures. So then what are we doing sitting here doing this little song and dance then, if you knew why I came?
Because I thought that you needed to get a taste of what it feels like to be jerked around and used by somebody you thought you could trust.
Molly, that's not fair.
Craig told you that I had information about Paul, right? So you speed on over here to good old cousin Molly because, yeah, you can always count on her. You can always trust her to tell the truth.
Always. That's never going to change, and you know that.
Some things never change. Like Craig. Craig never changes. He's a liar, okay? And he'll say whatever he has to cover his sorry butt.
So what, are you telling me that you don't know anything about Paul or Cabot's adoption then?
I don't know anything because there's nothing to know. So you go to Craig and you go to Paul and you tell them to leave me out of their games. And you know what, cuz you can leave me out of your games too. Just go. I'm sick and tired of being used. Get out.
Molly.
Go. I don't want to look at your face. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want to see you. Just go. Get out. Leave. Leave. I'll be overseeing the new line for juniors. It's very young, very hip, very now, but still with that BRO touch of style in class. Jordan, you mentioned that you were in Rome for New Year's. You see anything you like?
Plenty. And the fashions weren't half bad either. No, seriously. Nothing as unforgettable as what I've seen right here at home.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I shut that off. Oh, you know what? Take the call. I need a moment with Jordan anyway. Okay. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Excuse me?
You're trying to take this interview away from me, aren't you? And I don't think that's what my mother had in mind.
Look, I'm only speaking when I'm spoken to. It's not my fault if Darla likes me.
Well, since Darla is here, how about if we actually discuss BRO?
So you're asking me to...
Sit down and shut up. Do you think you can handle that? Now, where were we? You can tell me more about what makes BRO such a family business. Well, we're actually very proud of that. Mm-hmm. Nothing means more to us than family.
Which is part of the reason Barbara decided to design a teen division. Something for mothers and daughters to enjoy together. And they will enjoy it, trust me.
Actually, Darla was asking me about the evolution of the company. Sorry about that. No. It developed quite naturally, actually. My brother, my mother, and I all have very different strengths, and this was the perfect arena to use them.
You have another brother, Will.
What about him?
Will he have a place in the company one day also? After he's released from the mental institution.
You know, I don't think
it's not as though this hasn't come up in other interviews. When your mother spoke to Claudette Roy over at WOAK, she was questioned about Will at length. Do you think I could get a tape of that?
Absolutely not.
Oh, listen, don't misunderstand me. It's very sad, and I think it's terrible that a youngster like that gets locked up. Will he have to face more charges if he ever gets released?
What in the hell business is this of yours?
Darla, this is clearly a very personal, very private matter that we regret the spectacle being televised.
But the TV industry is just buzzing about
the industry
it.
can just...
They can buzz about the separates I just showed you. Did I mention that they're going to be in stores in just a couple of weeks?
Yes, you did. Several times.
Good. In return for that exclusive, I know that a journalist of your reputation will be discreet. I know that you won't blur the lines between family business and family matters that deserve to remain private.
I wouldn't think of it. Well, I might think of it. But in this case, I will restrain myself. Easy to do when I've been so thoroughly charmed. Thank you for your time. Jennifer, no hard feelings, I hope.
Of course not. Of course not. And do call if you need anything else. Thank you.
We'll talk soon?
Count on it.
Now you know why I objected to this interview. I knew that the real story they were after was Barbara's interview at WOAK, not her designs.
Well, aren't you perceptive? Should I applaud?
I'm not looking for your approval. I just don't want you thinking I was trying to trump you in front of your mother. That WOAK interview left blood in the water. I was only trying to keep the sharks at bay.
Has the interview wrapped?
Oh, actually, Mom...
Jennifer was great. She had Darla eating out of the palm of her hand. She even got a chance to pitch the new team line.
Honey, that is wonderful.
But it's not the whole story, Mom. Darla came at me with all these questions about Will and the interview at WOAK and if Will ever got released, and I...
That's absolutely outrageous. What did you do?
I lost it.
Oh.
But Jordan was there to save the day, and he convinced Darla to stick to reporting the clothes and leave the dysfunction out of the family business.
I knew I left this in good hands. You two make quite a team.
Well, you can thank Jordan for that. Thank you, Jordan.
Please, don't mention it.
Save that for Darla.
So you talked to Molly. She told you everything she knew about Paul Ryan. Well, I'm not going to say I told you so.
Thanks the boatload, Craig.
What is that for?
I did talk to Molly, and she said she didn't know anything about Paul.
She's lying.
So not only do I look like a big fat moron, but she will never trust me again as long as I live.
Who cares? If she didn't tell you what she knows about Paul Ryan, it's only because she's afraid to implicate herself.
And you're afraid to admit that you screwed up, and it's your fault. You lost your wife, you lost your son, and now you're losing your mind. You can't even control your own life, Craig, so stop trying to control mine.
Guys, sorry I can't stay. This short-handed at work, I got called in, but wanted you to know what I found out about the bartender at Yo's.
What?
Quit his job, left town last night.
I think when he's sick.
The prosecution may call its first witness.
You ready? Do fine.
Where's Aaron?
Your Honor, the prosecution calls Allison Stewart to the stand.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Allison risked everything to trap Clark and get this crime on tape.
So why do you need me?
Why? Because his jerk lawyer got the judge to throw it out. And now after sticking her neck out there to catch Clark, Allison's the one who's going to be on trial. The entire case is riding on her. It's her word against Clark's. And you know Clark is going to say that she came onto him.
You've got to be kidding.
No. It totally bites that she got attacked, and now she's got to have every mistake she's ever made thrown back in her face. And you know Allie, she's pulled some dumb things.
Yeah, but I never asked her to do this.
No, you didn't. Part of the reason she's doing this is to make things right with you. Look, Luce, Allie feels responsible for our breakup, and she's trying in her own way to make things right again. Look, if she can put this all on the line, this should be nothing for you. Luce, I know you. I know you better than anybody.
You used to know me. And I already told you I'm not interested.
Think about all the girls he's done this to who didn't have a Paul Ryan or a Chris Hughes to rescue them. All these girls who were too ashamed and alone to come forward.
Why can't you just leave me alone?
Because you can pretend that I don't know you, but I do. Lucy, you have a chance here to stop something really bad from happening. I just hope you can find a way to live with yourself if you don't.
You can at least let me say goodbye to the children? You're going to deny me that too.
Billy, you said your goodbyes when we thought you were going to Deerbrook. To say goodbye to the children again will only confuse them.
I told my children that I was going to go away for a little while. Until I was better. I'm better now.
Billy,
Holden.
you are out of control. You don't just snap back overnight. You need help. And I will prevent you from seeing the kids until you get that help.
Sounds like you're ready to go to court.
I would really hate it if it came to that, but...
Okay. You're for stooping that low to threats. I want you to listen, and I want you to listen really good. I am not going to let anyone keep me from seeing my children. Not even you.
Next week on As the World Turns.
Thanks for getting here so quick.
No, no problem. What's going on?
It's Rosanna. She's vanished.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Just stop it. Leave her alone. I want you to get better. Love your kids enough to do that.